Racking up the points, racking up the wins. Team Canada has stamped their authority in the north. And Team Canada wins 3 in a row, make the final 8-1, 29 points in 3 wins. So can Jennifer Jones continue the streak against the rest of the world? Today they'll be challenged by China. Draw 7. Ford World Women's Curling Championship from North Bay continues. And on this final day of winter, thankfully, there is still a little bit of a bite in the breeze here in North Bay. Let's get you caught up in what happened this morning. Just 2 games on the ice, and the Italians beat Russia with 1-10, 6-5, and the U.S. gave Sweden a battle before losing 6-4, but that means that Sweden still undefeated, and they do remain top of the table with 4 wins, followed by Canada and Korea. Then on the bottom you have 3 countries, Denmark, Germany, and Scotland. And remembering as well, 6 teams do make it to the playoffs in this new format, a 13-team field. As on this Monday afternoon, we say hello Canada, welcome back to North Bay. Cheryl Russell alongside. Just the 1 game again for Canada, and it's against China this afternoon. Below them in the standings. Then tomorrow, of course, they have right now Denmark and Scotland, both of them winless. But it all points to Wednesday, and what a Wednesday that's going to be.
Is it ever? I mean, really, Team Canada hasn't been tested yet, but these games are opportunities to learn, and normally these games are opportunities to learn for playoffs, but really they're focused on being their very best on Wednesday when they play Korea and Sweden. So it's all about learning the rocks, pushing each other to be a little bit better for Wednesday when you play the Olympic silver and gold medalist.
Let's be honest, when it comes to China, they are another one of the teams that they're young, I will admit that, but they do struggle with a strategy.
Yeah, they really do. And the shot making's there already. We see this a lot from the Pacific Rims teams. But Yu Lin, the skip for China, 60% on draw weight. The only reason, not because you can't make the draws, there's just no real estate to make them. Rocks all over the place. You say this in the Czech Republic game yesterday. 15 rocks in play before this one's thrown. It makes it difficult to be precise. Gives up a quick 4, loses the game in a hurry.
So that's the game facing Canada today, just the 1 as they play China when we come back on this Monday afternoon to North Bay.
The 2018 Ford World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years.
So just the 1 game for Canada, and it's against China on this Monday afternoon. Let's meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Canadian champions, as we well know, out of the St. Vital in Winnipeg, with Don McHugh, Jill Officer, and Caitlin Laws all backing up Jennifer Jones. The Chinese champions come from the now famous Harbin Curling Club. That's in the northeast part of China, some 10 million there. Skipped by 25-year-old Yilun Jiang, with Rui Wang at 3rd. The lead is Huiyan, and Xindi Zhang throws the 2nd stars. And look at this. This young skip makes her way down. Guess who is out and held in the brush? China has won. First time that Canada has given up the last rock. China winning the draw to the button. So they will have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. Canada, the red. And to get us going is Don McHugh.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. This is the 2nd time that Team Canada's been on this sheet. The very first game they were on this sheet, but they were yellow stones, so a different set of stones.
This was the curly turn back draw number 1, and then the other turn, and that almost in that middle 8-foot, Cheryl, just inside edge of 8. It didn't curl very much at all on that out turn going away. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, Dawn had unusually low numbers for the first couple games. I think she was in the high 70s, but Yesterday's games picked it up again, just looking comfortable. We talked about maybe moving some rocks to her. You just didn't know because you never see Dawn below 85% at the very lowest.
Now an early overlap here. And the Canadian Stone Joe just bumped in.
Tough shot here for Dawn. But if you ever get it dead on, the rock she's throwing cannot be hit because it's to be in the free guard zone. You split it, they'll both be in and they can be removed. We'll see how straight this side is. There should be lots of pebble here now, so it might bite and curl a little bit more. It's kind of a point where it got to the edge of the four day one that it really curled.
This is what Canada's been so good so far this week, is forcing when they don't have hammer. Something that they were really good at in the Scotties as well. Their numbers were pretty high considering the field.
A little light one to tap that into the 4-foot. Now you can, if you throw this light enough for Team China, you can remove the red, save the yellow, and roll over for a corner guard.
This is 22-year-old Hugh Yan. Started curling just 3 years ago, if you can imagine.
Unreal. Perfect. Really, the first 6-7 shots for each team are really setup shots when you really break it down, and that's a wonderful setup shot. It forces Jill to play a defensive shot, and there is that corner guard available for China to set up that deuce later.
Whoa! Real quiet. Whoa! Pretty quiet. Whoa! Yep.
Now some late licks here, and they'll get that roll and underneath and then out the other side.
This is the spot. You were talking about Russ. This is
right
about
here.
the track that doesn't move very much at all. Not giving very much ice here, and I doubt they're throwing a ton of weight, so recognizing this spot.
Jindy. Oh, she's asked to anglicize the name. They call me Cindy. So call me Cindy Jiang. Let's take a look at the keys to the game as it'll pop out just a little bit. And we'll start with Canada.
So really, it's been laws and order. Jill and Caitlin have been amazing combined. They're 92% versus their counterparts combined at 74%. So that's where the pressure's been applied so far this week. And then force of habit, it's what I was talking about that they are so good at. They're 87% force efficiency, which is incredible. You look back to the Scotties, they were the #1 at 40% force efficiency. So they're blowing their records away here.
Oh, goodness. What a great brush. Oh, did they sneak that by? And look where it spills to.
That might be why they're so good at it.
It might have actually grazed that guard.
I think it did.
Have a listen. Maybe we hear it. Yeah, just a touch. You heard it, too. Wow.
Thank you, brushers.
Keys for China, please.
Well, when to bail, we just talked about it in the opening. Just too many rocks to play once in a while, especially when they don't have hammer. It's hard to bail out if you don't have last rock. And avoid the officer. Jill officer is absolutely on fire. 22% better than their opponent, Cindy, at the second stone position.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. As we welcome you to a new edition of Cops. I mean, it's just laws and orders and bail. It's just, but I give that to you, Cheryl. That was,
Avoid the officer.
Finally.
that was very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That is the difference, though, down the front end, in the middle of the lineups, at 22% better at second stone. Caitlin's up, I think it's 16%. It's just incredible.
I think
There's
that's
that
really
big a
hard.
difference, so they got to be really careful, China, to not press the envelope here early.
You have to hit at least 7/8. Yeah, so I'd be probably having to hit what I can see. So let's run it. Play the run.
Yeah, that's a little scary trying to play that yellow stone that's shot stone in the rings. You have to hair that top guard to not jam it on the back one.
Whoa,
Seems like a
no,
safer
no,
call
no.
here.
No.
This could jam too,
Okay.
Cheryl.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, that was hard to do.
worse than that. Really nice come around by Team China, set up by that hit and roll earlier and set up that corner guard.
Ask for less ice. 6，这也6了，6，下面轮下，稍大一点，5量可以，大一点，擦擦，5区要行，还快力，5区要可以，大那边就行，4，2，擦2，去我比一个劲，2，
Good brush to drag the top 8 to sit 2. As we say good afternoon, Kathy Gauthier. The Chinese have come a long way. It's still a long way to go for them as a country when it comes to curling, but they still face challenges, don't they?
Well, they do, but they also have a lot of fans, Vic. And with the announcement that the next Winter Olympic will be in Beijing, the government there has determined that curling is one of the winter sports that they want to excel in. That means a lot of money, and some of that is for infrastructure. And what they've done to try to keep the fans and to actually create some more interest in curling in the absence of facilities is that land curling has taken off. And so it's a flat surface. They oil the bottom of, it can't be rocks, but some sort of structure. And that's where they're teaching people what the in-turn is, what the out-turn is. So trying to transition them, keep them loving the sport so that when they get into a facility, they'll be already a foot ahead.
Oh, that's great. There are the 2 curling facilities in Harbin, and that's where the majority of their national teams do come from. They go there, they train. Binghu Wang, of course, and now this team.
Beautiful run back by Caitlin Laws, sticks at half, buried.
Very nice shot. Just watched Rui Wang at the, she played mixed doubles against Caitlin. She was with Dex and Ba there, and they had a good run at the Olympics. I talked to Marcel Rock because I hadn't seen her very much before, and she young, like 23 years of age, and same thing. It's kind of like Korea where they get them working 4 or 5 hours a day, practicing the game, learning the game. So you get that young player out there having the opportunity to play.
I think what you learn at the Winter Olympics and watching all the teams, not just mixed doubles, they'd obviously hang around and watch the men's and ladies fields.
And then you get to go to a Worlds.
There's really
a
no
month
double
later.
that could roll over to it or roll behind. Caitlin's just, the ice is very straight today, so I think this should run.
Straight in this spot, that's for sure.
Close. Yep. Whoa.
Check it. And will sit down.
Very nice.
That's good.
You'd never be able to throw it hard enough to make the double, so that's absolutely the best result. It's buried, it has to be run back, and it might leave a yellow double. I think they were trying to roll right there.
Pretty good plan B.
I was like, please touch the back of this, because otherwise it's rolling out.
Maybe this one, which would be great.
You know, we were talking yesterday about managing your team, looking at the opposition. And if you're Jennifer Jones, just because you don't have the, you said they lead in force percentage. this is her game plan. She doesn't change very much, does she, Cheryl? I mean, she's going right after them.
No, she doesn't. You know, and it's interesting. That's always the question. Do you play differently against different level of players? You know, that's Jennifer's. Some teams will simplify it. They just realize they're going to get opportunities along the way. Jennifer has never been that way, and probably never. You'll never see it. She just sticks with the plan, and it's her style. I think that really, though, sometimes what does happen when you're playing teams that maybe, you know, aren't to the same level, if you do start to play a little differently against them, a more open style, you're not pushing yourself, you're not learning the shots you typically do.
Right.
So they stick to that game plan of theirs. It's sort of like they're ignoring the opposition, and they don't know who it is that they're playing against. They're just playing their style of game.
Oh, sorry.
Over curls, you throw it inside, what happened, do you think?
Yeah, I think Jennifer said it best. It's straighter today, and Caitlin missed wide. There's a couple shots that haven't curled as much as they thought, and there's another one. And just the young skip not quite getting that broom. She was close, but not quite in the right spot.
So at the moment, Canada's hitting the 2.
Like you just had 8-foot weight and it did nothing. Yeah. So try not to sweep this early.
Now this is straight for a draw. We're not seeing a lot of ice here.
Right down the middle 8 spot, isn't it?
This will be a little tricky for the brushers because it will run for a little bit, but if the weight's down, it's going to pick up the curl once it gets into the 4-foot line.
Top 4.
Sliding.
Top 4.
T, sliding.
T-line. T-line.
Boy, lots of room.
At least back 4. Just leave it.
And it just keeps sliding. And to the back edge of the 4 and holds on there. So China will face 3 with their last.
It slid really good.
Does the trick, though. That's all they needed. It'll slide really good in that spot because it's straight, too.
It was a lot better.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so.
Didn't hate it out of my hand, so I thought I threw a little bit more than I wanted to, but curl the hair.
Best way to...
Oh, sorry, Russ. It accomplishes the task, though, just to force. That's all you wanted.
No kidding. Best way to remember it as a player is if it's going to curl a lot, there's a bigger distance between point A and point B, so you have to throw a little harder. This side is straight, so it has to be quicker.
But look where she's taking the ice. Instead of the middle of the 8 to follow the same path, she's gone outside edge.
A lot like Bingy Wang, I think, Vic, with that little bit less rotation. The Canadian teams play on ice that curls more than anywhere else in the world, so they tend to pop it back out, make sure they get out to the broom. So this will curl now.
Yes, very nice. To the T-line edge of the button against 3. Jiang takes her single.
The 2018 Ford World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by New Holland, equipped for a new world.
It's a full house of games 4 on the ice. 2 teams looking to win their first on sheet A. Scotland and Fleming struggling against Czech Republic 1 and 2. Our game is on sheet C, and Japan against the United States. Jamie Sinclair out of St. Paul and Fairbanks, Alaska. And our first update, Kathy, will come from that game, Czech Republic against Scotland.
Well, Hannah Fleming on her final stone tried to go through a court and make nose contact with the Czech stone. That would have given her second shot, but instead she grazed off an outside stone, and this is a draw for 4 as a result.
Czech Republic, skipped by Anna Kubeshkova out of Prague. Dropped their first 2, in fact lost the opening draw to Canada. 4 it is, wow. Just the 1 game for Team Canada today, this afternoon. Idle tonight, and then they'll play 2 tomorrow. And then play 2 the rest of the round robin. 13 teams means it's a little awkward. And then you've got only 4 sheets of ice. So 8 play, 5 sit. Canada will have last rock, laying the red stones down by 1.
Tons of room, Caitlin.
All there.
Not close.
Tapping.
Heavy.
Back 4. No,
China came around top 8, pretty good spot, but the guard's long,
tapping it a hair.
which is a good thing for Canada on this straighter turn.
Oh, quarter.
Curl.
Okay, Dawn. That's
Okay.
fine.
你插了吗？
10 ends, of course. You have to play a minimum of 6 in the round robin. 38 minutes thinking time, 1 timeout.
满了。
60 seconds, and then, but there's that added time, of course, we've told you about, because the coaches aren't right behind the sheet. They're given that extra time to make their way down to the situation.
哇，顶线啊，顶线带着点儿。哇，下线。哇，哈，哇，下线，下线。
Needs to move on the straighter side. This whole sheet slightly sloped towards sheet D. Would love to roll that underneath. China making a lot of shots here, though. Had the chance for 2 with that little short run back, missed it, but still scored their single.
Little big. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Big Jen. Yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Trying to use that corner.
Good, Jill. Let it go.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
There's something about her right now. There's an ease about her, and it may be due to the fact that she knows this is her last go round here, and that maybe there's a sense of the pressure's off.
Yeah, you know, it would have to be, I think. You don't really have anything left to prove. You're going out on a high. You won the Scotties. I think we've talked about that. If you could bottle that somehow and play like that all the time, you always see players, it's that freedom.
Yeah, Jill's played incredible, so consistent for year after year after year, but I've never seen her play this well. The other angle is might be her last chance. She wants it.
A little flip in behind that corner. It's dropping in now Japan and the United States. Jamie Sinclair against Tori Kohana from Sapporo.
Well, Jamie had a draw on her first one, tried to bury and get shot, was a little bit light, but it was second shot, and so the Japanese girls removed that stone. So July 3, this is a draw for the single.
U.S. coming off a loss this morning to Sweden. They battled Anna Hasselborg right to the end, the gold medalist. And then the draw for the single. I was chatting with somebody this morning, Russ, about the new format. 13 teams. 6 will make the playoffs. Top 2 will go right through the semis. 3 will play 6, and then 4 against 5. No tiebreakers. They will use head-to-head record or the last rock draw totals to decide who advances. And their thought was, if you're Canada, for example, you're looking at 1-2.
Right.
Okay, you're of that quality. His team wasn't of that, or isn't of that quality, admittedly so. They are trying to find a 5 or 6 hole.
Yeah.
That's for them is the goal. To get me into those 5 or 6 position, and then I've got a chance. Anything can happen in one game.
That's a great way of thinking, because it sets up a lot of positives for you. You lose a couple early, you go, oh, we're still in this thing, because maybe 6 and 6, or possibly even as 5 and 7 might even get you a spot. So all you want's a ticket in those top 6. And so if you're on the bubble, like a team like you're talking about, it's all positive. Just grind out as many wins as you possibly can. See if you can sneak into that 5th, 6th hole. You're only 1 game behind a team that's potentially 12-0.
Caitlin Laws makes the run back double.
And not an easy one either. Lots of separation. Great line call.
Finish up my hair. Good. Good shot. Thanks.
救命我！救命我！顶线，哈里，哈里，哈，插住，哈，全力将敌，哈里，哦，插
Oh, nearly underneath, but it'll spin into the hole. And two teams that are looking for their first wins. Denmark, Germany blanked the first. Denmark and on the schedule for Canada tomorrow, as well as Scotland.
Nice opportunity here because you've really got two corner guards to sneak this one in behind.
Oh, a little more.
Not quite. Just being careful on the call. You know it's a straighter spot.
What was it, Jen? 9-8. Oh. Sorry. I was asking you because I thought it was bigger than that.
A season for Caitlin Laws. You know, you had the pleasure of watching her win the gold medal for our country, but
like even Jill's with a 9
every shot she threw, she was so close. The same thing here. Brush that a hair sooner. That's right underneath.
But Jennifer also said under her breath, I thought it was a little more weight.
She did, so she waited on the call because of that, and she said, my bad, sorry. She just thought it was up.
This could curl. No problem with technique for this young team.
No, and I think and that's probably part of Jennifer Jones'
I think she can chase over here wherever
strategy when you play a team like this is they're young, and technically they'll be good, but you could catch them on strategy, a bunch of rocks in play. So her style of game kind of fits against a young team like this that maybe hasn't run into all these situations in their career because they're young.
Do you have any space? No, I only have 7/8. Okay. You still like it? Do you like hack? I just think if we roll behind the center, she can chase it. It's just so long.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you want to try this?
Want to hear more ice? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Like here? Hack there.
Oh, I thought. Yeah.
How good have
just
they
hack.
been? 16 consecutive wins at the Worlds.
I gave Dawn center line for that guard.
Rachel Holman went perfect. Jones 3-0 this year. Then you add the men to it as well. 17 straight.
I agree with you, Jen.
Kui won his last 4 in 16. Kuju went and ran the table last year. So Canada, both men and women, dominating at the Worlds.
Yeah, a lot of talk with, we missed the podium with our 2 medal opportunities in team play. A lot of panicking going on from some of the people, but it, the truth is the rest of the world's catching up, but we still know how to get them down the other end also.
Totally. It's just one of those strange events.
Not heavy enough.
No.
Oh.
Good done. I was trying to tap it in the open. Came off a little at the end.
Sorry.
Came off quite a bit. Came off more after the hog line.
Yeah.
Probably got to a fresh spot that they hadn't been.
We need to throw, like, even if we didn't kill it, but I thought it would go. Sorry, I thought I'd hit it harder than that.
I was just trying to get it in the open.
Yeah. No, I was thinking, even if I didn't kill it.
Yeah.
OK，行，打点白边儿。行，就保持持平，确保比较近。确保比较近。然后没有打过脚。
These are the ones, it's happened to me a couple times where you try so hard to put this top 4, you brush it, brush it, brush it, you get it to where you want, you realize it's over curled by a hair, and you set up a double for 2 for Jennifer Jones. This can easily over curl. They have to be so careful where to place this yellow stone.
Final stone, China and Yu Lun Jiang.
Very nice.
OK。
Didn't curl enough, but there's no double.
No, that slides though another foot, and there's a double off the outside one.
Yes, true. It is straighter today. There's no question.
It is. Like normally, you're right. That's the turn that really just loops in there. I was with you. I was thinking they were over curling all day long.
Well, the building, to my mind, is a little colder. We found that coming in the just around the noon hour here in North Bay. Kathy, I know you're chilly, aren't you?
I am freezing. I talked to Jamie before the game started, and he said, you know, the advantage was with only having 2 games on this morning, you could cool the building off. Last night, it actually felt warmer. He said it was, in fact, 70 degrees here on the bench where I am, and so he is trying to maintain cooler conditions because that produces a better ice.
Final stone facing 2.
Right to it. Right to it. Nice, Jen.
So Canada replies with a single of their own, and we're tied going to 3.
11.5.
Well, a little kiss for Skyla with husband Brent Lang. That's where we're going to be sitting up there. Okay. And the big news today is that Brent Lang is coming back to Ontario, and he will be with John Epping as Matt Cam will stay on as his 3rd, and Craig Saville. Welcome back, Craig. That will be the new Epping team as they try and repeat as Team Ontario at the Brier.
That's a smart move on Epping, I think, to bring in the 2 veterans. They had that great run with my brother Glenn over the years, all those years, and great to have Craig back in there.
Yeah, that's a great lineup.
Anyway, this always happens after the Olympic cycle. Teams are trying to rebuild, but I mean, for Kevin Cooey, he loses Lang and Kennedy. So now you're looking for 2 players.
Yeah, and I mean, you lost 2 incredible players. Mark taking a step back, and so where do you go now? And, you know, Kevin Cooey's 43, so what's his plans? Does he want to go hard for 4 more years? I think that's always been the question of some of these changes is, has family come into play? Some, you know, I know engagements, babies, stuff like that affects whether players can commit, and what you're really looking for is 4 other people that can commit to the same level as you are.
Which is extremely difficult, getting harder every year when you're trying to keep up to these professional teams, and these teams that are, you know, that look at Sweden and Nicholas Edin, like he's everywhere. Like it's unbelievable. They're all over the map, and if you want to compete week in and week out, it's a huge commitment.
And you know how much John loves to play. John Epping plays a ton, and it doesn't be that that's what you have to find, but you need to find 4 people that agree to your commitment level, and sometimes that can be 3 events or it can be 20. You just have to be on the same page.
Staggered guards in a 1-1 tie as we play in the 3rd China with Last Rock. Canada, the shot stone. Well, now again, and what's happening in Manitoba with Carruthers and McEwen. And are they going to find people, or are they going to find togetherness? I mean, all those rumors and speculation are out there, but as I say, this is the norm. Sometimes it doesn't happen, though, Russ, until 3 years out from the next.
Yes, yeah.
And this is a little earlier, to my mind.
And you've said it before, too. These teams will reform for next fall. A lot of that will change and shuffle again. You know, it might not work, or the commitment level, you know, to whatever it is. You see a lot of changes after year 1.
And, you know, that commitment, no better example than Brad Gushue. He tinkered and tinkered and tinkered until he found the 3 others that were going to show that same amount of commitment.
Yeah, I think you can always train the talent. I think dedication out in the ice, but it's the commitment, and that has to be there. That's not something that you can train into someone. You have to want it.
Trying to get both red-yellow combination here if they can for Team China. Should be able to hold it here. Oh, brilliant.
What great. And not with a ton of weight either.
Hit this one, I think.
Absolutely, totally flipped with the strategy from what we saw when they played the Czech Republic. It was just abandoned, really. Rocks everywhere. It was like a skins game, and it really hurt this young team. They've obviously dialed it back a bit, but they're in a really good shape to put a 2 on the board here.
Lead. Yep.
Jen just playing the open one.
Whoa. Clean. Yeah, Jill. You're good. 9-3. Jill. Her big. 9-3.
Czech Republic scored 4 in the first, and there's more Czech pressure on Scotland this time. And this, of course, is the Scottish skip. This is Hannah Fleming.
Well, the Czech Republic made a really nice run back on her final stone after Hannah Fleming went through the house on her draw to lie 2. And so now she faces 2, needs 8 foot.
This is an all-rookie team. Fleming beat Eve Muirhead, who represented Great Britain at the Olympics.
Just too little.
So, and it was Muirhead against Fleming in a best-of-3 to represent, and Fleming won 2 straight. But down here, 6-0. Denmark has opened the scoring against Germany. And a blank in 2 means Japan will have and do have the last rock down by 1 to the U.S. playing 3.
You have to feel for the Fleming team. You finally get to your first Worlds. You didn't know where that was ever going to happen when you're playing against Eve Muirhead all the time, and you finally get there, and pressure can be pretty tough.
Were you looking up, though?
Yeah, I could see it, and then to finally use your hands.
Sometimes you gotta
wouldn't
look
think
at
it. But again, the same thing applies to maybe even this Scottish team, Russ, as we've talked about often, I know. Takes time. Yep. If you've never been here before on this ice, in particular with these stones, it's going to take you 2 and 3 games, and that can be too much time already.
It is. It's a learning curve. It just is. I don't care how talented you are. It's a learning curve. How often has Hannah played in a packed building like this? How often has she done interview after interview? The TV lights, the brightness, the late finish on these rocks, the incredible sliding surface. It just goes on and on and on. It does take time.
Hey?
Might be able to take a crack at that double. You can see a good angle of it there.
Oh, we play that.
Pretty thin, isn't it?
It is.
You can come look if you want. That's pretty thin, the double.
Yeah. My only other thought was just to freeze. I am missing a piece.
Could freeze.
You don't have all of that back yellow.
It's a little risky because there could be a run double.
Tricky because you don't want to do that. But your double's probably safer, but it's so thin.
If you tap at a rock, it's pretty hard to
not kill it if she plays the run.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if I'm.
This isn't easy.
No,
you can go there.
Yeah, my fear is to rub and then it opens this one up.
I know.
So.
Or we play this double, but that's pretty thin.
It is. It's like less than a quarter.
Those are hard to throw at. They're hard to call.
So I know it's a little risky, but I think they're all.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, which is the least amount of risk.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
If we tap it an inch.
Tap it an inch, it's okay too. Yeah.
You're actually going to play the come around, which is probably the easiest of the 3 shots, but it doesn't remove any yellows. So I put that up on the risky list also.
So Jennifer Jones, it's such a Jones call.
Right. If we play the double, it's a thin, like less than a quarter double. So with the draw, I have some
And
options.
she was saying, really, if she comes down, if Caitlin comes down, taps that yellow just a little bit, if China plays the run, the red stone won't go anywhere because they're not removing the yellow. So good thought process.
Downside here is if you tick that yellow roll open, you might set up a red double. China then sits 3 with hammer.
Line's good, Brew. Face close.
The spot was curling day 1. Seems to be a hair straighter here today.
Caitlin Laws.
Hard line.
So Officer McEwen is huge scrub for them now, trying to save this. Get it by that one top 8. Right up to it. Oh no, there. Just a little rub, just a little tick, and then down to the face.
Nice weight, Caitlin.
Leaves a double, a run double.
Tough one, Caitlin.
Thought we had the.
I thought they had this. That would be a peach if you get this by.
That was the risk factor, wasn't it?
And now.
Run double's pretty simple, isn't it?
It is.
It's the only way to make the double.
And it's short, and Just a little bit center line side.
You got to get it just right, but you could sit 3.
Going to try it with Rui Wang. Now called right off. Bang, bang. And a little more. And they are hitting the 3.
They could have even got off that and even roll behind that corner, too.
No kidding.
Made the double and the roll behind.
She brings a little more experience to this team, having played and been an alternate with Bingu Wang and 2 previous worlds as well. So at that 3rd position, maybe giving just a little more backing.
Toe to toe with Canada here for sure with the shot making, no question about it. Pretty simple double. Can you roll under? Probably a little bit. Have to protect here though. You know it'll curl here. You don't want to over curl and jam this and leave them a draw for 3.
Canadians under some pressure here. Facing 3 as we play skip stones. And it's going to get rid of 2.
Just.
Well done.
That's the intern she wants right there. Well thrown.
Should have it several. Oh, I thought they had yours back in the moment.
Safest way to prevent a Jones doubles roll away as we're looking to the left-hand side of the circles. And we're to the edge of the 8 possibly.
These are the ones that you're so afraid of rolling out. So you undercall it and you end up sitting there and leaving a double.
Third world's appearance for the 25-year-old Jiang. Alternate in Sochi for Bingu Wang. And that's a little roll. Too flat to do anything?
I don't know, Vic. It's as flat as it gets, but they're close together.
I guess this one's slightly higher, eh? Not really.
Probably there, Cheryl.
I think it's there, just because of them being so close.
What do you think? Yeah, that's true. I guess if I come behind, right?
As a rock comes down, it obviously starts to go this way, but because they're so close together, it could hit it kind of in that type of angle, or do the reverse, come down here that way, hit it on the back side. If this is made properly, the yellow one will probably go out kind of that way.
Is your decision, Cheryl, based on the fact that that right-hand stone, as we look at it, is a little higher?
It is that you play that one first, and the other thing by playing it this way, Vic, is that you come off the back of that left-hand yellow as we were looking, and you might even squirt it in behind the guard. There's a yellow guard up there. Could be your opportunity to force.
Right out of her hand. You heard her calling them on as well, so Hobbs and Laws, and
nah, sorry.
And bangs it right on the beak. So they'll have a chance for 2.
Sorry.
You should. I mean, Jen knew how flat that was and had to give it some weight. Sometimes you just, when you give that arm extension, if you're not accurate, you're into the stone, which is probably the pro side way to miss it. You don't want to flash them, and they just can't hold it.
A lot of speed here.
Jiang and Yan. And very nice. Well played as the Canadians getting their real first test. They're down by a couple. Everybody into the Wayback Machine to Korea 2009, the World Women's Final between China and Sweden, and at Norberg. 10-10, China up by 1. Binghu Wang with last rock will take out both Swedish stones, and scores 1 make the final. 8-6 China, and for Wang and China, their first ever World Women's Curling Championship gold medal. And remarkable to think that they had only joined the World Curling Federation in 2002, 7 years prior. But yeah, they haven't been bringing their best since. They have really struggled. And then, of course, Binghu took a couple of years off for family reasons. And that is where their skip, Yulun Jiang, played for Xia Liu in 14 and 15. And then Wang, of course, a year ago was back on the ice. Jennifer Jones was also in that 09 Korea World Championship. Lost one at Norberg in the 3-4, and then lost the bronze to Denmark's Angelina Jensen, who is here winless so far, playing Germany today, and she will face Angelina tomorrow. As we welcome you back on this Monday afternoon, just the one game for the Canadians, and it is against China, down by a couple now. We go to 4. Canada with last rock playing the Redstones.
I think it's more like 4 1/4 to T.
Really impressed with this Chinese team. You've got to give them a big check mark. They're only the second team this week that's been able to convert with the hammer to more than a single. That's pretty impressive. So you know they're going, okay, well, we've reached one of our goals.
Well, they're winning a draw to the button, and 2-point lead now. That's pretty. It will wake up Canada here for sure. They have to find a way here. Don't you find, I found it later in my career, you're playing a young team, you know they're going to make a lot of shots, that you can watch them in practice. Jennifer would scout them before they play this game. You see the technique, you see the upweight ability, lots of rotation, they're making draws. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, well, we'll trick them on some strategy here. We'll get the rock placement, get those battle of the angles, but not when China's going to play this well. They're just making a lot of shots.
And it's somewhat a little bit unexpected. Not that you expect to go into a game and have misses against you, but you do expect to get more opportunities. You know what, Russ, might be part of it too, is this is a young team. You just said it, scouting the team. So Jennifer Jones wouldn't have really been able to scout this young team. And sometimes that puts you in an uncomfortable position.
Correct.
You don't really know what they're going to throw at you.
Pretty dangerous yellow Team China stone here.
3/4.
Peel.
7/8.
If you're Jennifer, you scream offense in this situation, but you have to protect that scoreboard at the same time. You get a little aggressive here. You can't outdraw that rock, and all of a sudden it's 4-1.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Shooter. Yep. Sorry. Good.
Yeah, I would have liked to get that shooter out of there a little bit further. It's still kind of in the 4-foot line and helps as a guard for China.
Sorry, Don. I thought that'd be good speed. I think so too.
Well, back to Scotland and Czech Republic after Czech Republic scored 4 in the first, stole 2 in the second, and now final stone Hannah Fleming.
Well, a good chance to get some of those points back, Vic. She made a good run on her first one to lie 2 or 3, and it was Czech that was guarding the front. So she's trying to run a Czech stone onto her own to raise it into the 4-foot. Just like that.
Wow, very nice. That's a nice bounce back for Fleming. Puts 3 on the board. They measured, and then it was a 3.
Very nice shot. Fleming, Scotland, they're going to be that type of team that you dread playing at the end of the week, right?
Yeah, they're figuring it out. They're getting comfortable, making the draws, putting the broom down in the right spot.
Yep. Hard.
Real close here.
Whoa.
goodness. And where's his spin? Did they tuck a little piece underneath, or is it in the hole there?
In the hole, I think.
See it.
There's their long center line guard, just off center. There you see that yellow stone, and now watch this roll over and just doesn't get quite far enough.
That's where I think you saw a little bit of an error for China on that call for the guard. You could have come around, you could have tucked it top 12 foot, and then that run would have been taken away, but instead they left that there. You don't want to leave that.
No, not the way the Jill's playing.
No. She's not missing many of those.
Coming through. 1, 2, here you go. And they'll leave it right there.
Great execution there. I love the rotation. Speed control so precise.
Do you like hack? Yeah, even if I don't, do we want to kill it? Doesn't really matter. I mean, ideally, yeah, but I think getting low is more important. Okay. So hack? Yeah, just hack.
So Japan against the United States. U.S. opened with a single. They blanked, and now final stone for Sapporo's Tori Kohana.
And an opportunity for 4. Jamie Sinclair's final stone ticked and didn't move it out of play and rolled open. She can just get across face and graze that yellow one. I don't know if she grazed it enough. It looks like she did.
And that is for 4 to break it open there over the U.S. Again, a younger team getting an opportunity here at the Worlds after Satsuki Fujisawa won the bronze at the Olympics.
I think that's a great strategy by the top teams. Japan did it. Quite a few of the other countries have done it. And it gives that second best, third best, fourth best team, whichever one it is, coming out of their country to soak this in. And the next time they get here, they're prepared.
Yeah, what an opportunity. Caitlin wasn't able to roll under, so giving China a chance here.
Again, they continually just bang it on the nose.
Is there enough space for that weight? Yep.
Gonna try it again behind the corner.
Yep. Whoa. 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 No, no. No. Is it heavy?
I think it's pretty good.
Now, sit down for them. And
Sorry,
spins just too far.
That was hard to do, to roll out that way with that corner guard in the way.
It's okay, Caitlin.
2 countries looking for their first win, and Germany, with a couple in the third, take the lead there. You know, further to what you were saying about these countries and, you know, putting younger teams in, you would think, all right, may affect them. So we made the inquiry, because if you're Scotland, for example, and you're 0-3 right now, could you in fact be relegated? Relegation doesn't happen at the world level. Relegation and the playing for your country happens in your region. So in Europe, for example, or in the Pacific region, so that's where countries move up and down between A pool and B pool.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's good then, because you'd not be the team that wants to do that to your country here at a Worlds. Tricky spot to place us for China, because the guard's long, so they can't really be right to the 4-foot. Top 8, middle of 8 would be perfect.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's just your force point. That's what you're looking for.
Not really busting. Do I have a quarter? No, not quite. You have a couple inches.
A lot of ice surface, even yesterday, you could get at that stone, I think, but it's just straighter today.
I think I like hitting that, you?
Yeah, it's such a long guard. I think we can roll.
Just that weight I threw.
Hack. Yeah.
Tough shot to end up shot rock here.
Yeah, because it's high in the house, to China's credit.
Yeah.
So hack weight, you got to make sure you don't underthrow it. Might not remove it.
Hack?
I think you need solid hack to board to make the roll and to kill it.
And to kill it, yeah.
It's pretty dead in the house, so.
Good, Jen.
Solid hack means you're going to have to graze that guard.
But what she said there to me jumps out at me. She says it's pretty dead in the house, and really we haven't seen the houses and the stones in the houses as lively as we have through our Canadian Championships.
No, with the Briar and the Scotties, it would easily get out of there with probably a back line weight. So I don't know if it's the rocks just grab more here.
Underneath the shooter goes, out goes the back, and then it spins too far. It is out in the open now, edge of the 8-tee line.
Nice throw, good speed. Thought we had it, just a bit solid, eh? Solid hack, I think that's what you wanted.
Yeah, I think you have to throw that weight. Yeah, strolled a little too far now, an opportunity.
Brilliant try.
I haven't been out this far though, Russ. Have we seen much?
No, I'm guessing some pebble. I'm guessing a bit of curl, but we had going the other way. Caitlin was out a little wider than this. It didn't curl at all.
Oh, when she hit high side trying to make the double. Yeah, so listen, you know you're going to keep your weight up here.
You can't fracture on that Canadian corner guard. You might get unlucky too. Ticket in the rings.
I don't want that red guard to come into play. So.
Looks real good here.
Yilin Jiang on the roll underneath. Maybe a couple of grains of granite.
Enough to blank. I think that's a big credit to China to push, you know, you get a blank here, and as much as Jones is okay with it, China is taking away an opportunity from Jones to score with the hammer.
Queen.
Final stone looking for the blank. Here in 4.
Easy. You're good.
And good they are to put the blank on the board. China continues to lead 3-1. Here they go, Officer McEwen. Okay. Oh, you took a little nibble, a little bite, and there it is. My goodness, it all went well there. Sitting 2 around the edge. Got it now. Who's got it? Chip it and roll in. Grab it. Oh, again. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, a couple of very nice splits. And that's what we have tomorrow, split shift, actually. See how I just weave this all together?
Jeez. Magic.
So tomorrow morning, first morning game for Team Canada at 9 a.m. Eastern Time against Denmark and Angelina Jensen. So a couple of teams that have played each other often, and we mentioned earlier going back to 2009 and the World Championship won by Bingyu Wang. And here they're playing China as we go to 5. Hey, you can just see the sparks coming off the needles as I'm knitting here.
Weaving away.
3-1, China leads it, and once again, Canada will have the last rock. Playing the Redstones after that blank in 4, and what'd you say, just the second blank for Canada?
That was. They have been able to convert every time except there.
Line's good. Yep. Wait, close. Hard. Top 4. Hard line. Hard line. Light 8. Whoa. Okay. Good.
Just a pound more weight. That thing's glued on that yellow rock. It's unbelievable the difference in curl you'll get by just being slightly off on your draw weight.
And tomorrow morning's opponent, Jensen, has picked up a single to tie Germany. And the U.S., Jamie Sinclair scores 2 in the 4th, but still down by 1 to Japan.
This for China. I mean, if you want to control the back half of the game and kind of have the hammer in the even ends, this is the end for China. If you can force here, force them in an odd end, you go into the second half of the game with the hammer in 6.
Yeah, great start towards that goal. The yellow center guard's a really usable stone. Kind of choked off the corner guard on that out turn.
Yeah, did they ever with perfect roll? Sitting 2.
Well, that's heavy. I feel like that's heavy. Wait
Field
only,
officer.
guys. Room. You got room. Gotta go. Line straight.
Or she thought it may be a
More
little
than I
heavy.
wanted. Line straight. Back
Laws.
out on this line.
McEwen.
Gotta go. Should get to nose. Yeah, line's real good now. Yep. You can
So
bounce.
breaking
Go,
for
go,
them
go,
even
go,
better
go,
now. If they can
go,
get
go,
across
go,
the nose
go.
a little bit.
Okay. Good spot, Julie. That's good.
And they'll leave it there. Second shot.
4-3.
Center line top 4.
Rushing.
Normally getting to the inside around a center guard's the idea, but because the shot rock's kind of open now, China can get a nice angle and remove that red whenever they want and get it in a good spot.
This is Cindy Jiang throwing the second stones. She was in Korea. She was the alternate for Bing Yu Wang.
Just that little bit heavy.
6-3 Czech Republic. It's a different game after. It looks certainly like a different game, Kathy. I mean, Czech Republic opened with 4, stole 2. And now, suddenly, looks like Scotland has found their footing.
Well, they have a little bit, but, you know, like you've talked about on your sheet, very straight. She tried to draw on her first one. It did nothing. So she's trying to play off her own here to get to the 4-foot. Has to be careful because she is second shot and can't afford to move that one stone.
Shrivishkova. Bang over now. Sit in time. How nice is that?
Is
Goodness!
great.
A shot.
She's really good. She's made a ton.
One yellow. Okay.
One yellow. Her father was saying, you know, it just takes us a couple of games. We just don't experience this.
Constant improvement from that young team.
Well, just a great shot to not only make it, but to play it given the ice conditions, being as straight as they are.
Can just roll really into that pocket would be perfect to the right.
Yeah, make sure you roll it, don't you? You roll a little bit. It's such an easy double for Canada.
Yeah, like even too far, Russ is probably better.
Yes, I think so. You can take your own. Yelling sweeper, but I know they can hold it in this spot.
Rui Wang.
Ooh, had to be tight, eh?
Must have been on that straight spot.
Believe the Canadian sitting the one and covered, albeit it is the Chinese stone.
Either that or we
Center line.
hit off that one, but I don't know if that does us anything.
If you don't make, yeah, I guess if we roll all the way over here, it's not the end of the world. Probably better. You know, with this, it's really bad.
Okay. How much is it to roll into that one? What? How much is it to roll into that one?
A third. Okay. Do you like here? Or here?
I don't mind. Oh,
Here's
yeah,
good.
so here.
Third of a rock always brings in a little bit of risk.
Why is that?
Well, you're hitting it so thin, so, you know, Caitlin throws this a little too hard. She misses completely. Half a rock goes across the top. She's kind of...
Yeah, trying to keep her weight down, Russ, so she gets that
Yeah,
deeper roll.
smart, because if you do miss it thick, you can control the cue ball here, but You could easily miss everything if you're aiming for a third.
Well, Officer and McHugh
Yep.
have done nothing, and it's going to go right through. No need to do anything.
It's just that skip's intuition, isn't it? Yeah, we're talking about how straight it is. You're aiming at a third. Caitlin's not going to back off from that challenge, but wow.
Well, that's what I even think happened on China's first there that you saw. You know, they know it's a straight spot. The skip tightens the ice. The thrower thinks it's a straight spot. They pinch the broom, and it's a bad combination.
Straight back, run back here, and put Jones under some heat.
Run it back, and will spill it. And underneath, a corner underneath, so they are sitting the 2, in fact 3 without last rock here in 5.
You talk about the benefit of experience. Like I saw Rui Wang at the mixed doubles, and she struggled a bit through that event, but looks, you know, the experience of playing in an Olympics, she comes here, looks more than comfortable.
83% for Canada, 90 for China here. They have been the better team.
Yep. Hard.
You know it'll curl here.
Hayden Laws put to work on this one, Officer.
Go.
McEwen. Where's the roll? Nothing.
10.5.
I think Jennifer, she made an interesting comment right at the start. She says it's a lot straighter today. I agree, and it's so sharp. She picked up on that, but it's still slanted towards sheet D. So Caitlin's out turn doesn't curl enough. That in turn curls too much.
But I thought if I just dropped it, it would come up enough. Okay. John's guard didn't really move there either, so kind of like rides the line and then gets off, right? Yeah.
This is the added bonus for China, putting your own broom down as the skip. So she knows this spot's straight. She knows how she's going to throw it and where she's put the broom, if she's tightened it a little bit.
Pocket, yeah.
10秒大一点啊！哎，等一等先，往下现在，往外闪的，哎，走，没下来呢，走，走，往外闪，
Rolls it away.
Even if we're not shot. Yeah. Even if, well, she's playing the runs. We probably, she's got such an easy.
Yes, right beside it.
Do I just try to be second?
Just might make this harder to get to this one.
Yeah. I guess right beside it's probably, she just can come off of that so easily. Yeah.
It wouldn't look awesome.
Okay.
That's what you'd normally do to have some separation on this run back, but Jennifer points out to Caitlin that this is so easy, that little redirect, same kind of shot Caitlin threw probably the other turn, so you might see Canada even end up in that type of area. Yes, they're not shot rock, but it's at least it's tougher to get out of there.
Why don't you take it back deeper, Cheryl? Go back 4. You
could
still be shot stone.
Yeah, you could. I actually don't mind that at all. They'll follow you down. You don't want to over curl, but back 4 would be pretty tricky.
Yeah, China hits so well. Maybe that's the move, isn't it? Go back, force her to a finesse shot.
Yeah, I actually like that better than...
What did they decide?
Yeah, I don't know.
Top, I think.
Room. Let it work, guys.
Off the line.
I don't think you need to
Off the line. Jill's rock.
You gotta go.
Okay, Golden.
You got to be there. Sweep for the pull 8. The line's great. Get it there. Go, Jill. Go.
So get it there.
Go. You got it. Go,
Now,
Jilly. Go.
all 3 of them carrying it as far as they can.
Whoa.
And they will get it there. 4 shot rock, top 4.
Just didn't want to sit too early.
Just no movement, though.
Because yours really curled there.
Probably see half of this. They knew they had to go. They were trying to get it to move, curl a little bit more, get some more legs here.
You'd rather have it 2/3 buried on a straight spot than probably fully buried or on a swingy spot. You could pitch this out here and miss completely wide. Pretty easy.
Final stone for China's Jiang as we play here in 5. And she's picked up right away as well by Cindy Jiang. Yan. Oh, look out. And they're going to lose the shooter. But it'll still be 3 facing Canada, and Jen Jones with her last.
Impressive team. Yeah. I keep waiting for them to maybe like the pressure and miss a shot, throw it out, try to make it, but
that was a soft weight too. Really smart weight choice.
Exactly.
Game on.
Line should never be an issue, so.
Taking a little bit more ice. Professional move, not worrying about the center guard. That's all. They only have to think about one thing, the speed.
Hair more?
So there you go, just a hair more. Maybe take the brushers out of it a little bit.
It's running like it's heavy.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing yet from Officer McHugh, and I agree.
No. No, just let it die.
And
Let it die. Sit.
let it die. And it will finally die. Back edge of the button. Put it there all by herself. Midway through, China leads it.
The 2018 Ford World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years.
Well, interesting to start the game, China winning the draw to the button to win the last rock, and then they forced each other. China got that deuce. That's the difference as we're at the break now. 3-2 China. Time to check the numbers after 5. What do you see?
Well, coming in, I looked at the edge that Jill and Caitlin had 18% over the Chinese third and second, but not anymore. You've got Caitlin Law, she's at 73% versus Rui Wang at 98%. She's got to bring those numbers up.
Numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada. Proud partner with Curling Canada for 24 years.
The 2018 Ford World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world, by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures, and by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
We are in the gateway to the North Bay, community of about some 51,000. 3.5 hours north of Toronto, and then about 3.5 to 4 hours west of Ottawa. So much of transportation goes through here. It's also a large fiber optic city for telecommunications. Goes through North Bay. And we're here for the 40th anniversary of the Ford Women's World Curling Championship. As we welcome you back, only game of the day for Team Canada. They'll play 2 tomorrow and then 2 the rest of the round robin.
Wait only.
The single in 5 means that China leads at 3-2, and they do have last rock playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
China just playing with no fear, making shots, executing really well, and figuring out the draw weight.
Yeah, bottom line, Canada's the second best team out here right now. They're playing well too, mind you. Really good rock positioning. All 3 shots by both leads. That yellow is quite advantageous for China's chances here. They can run that in if they get into a bit of trouble. So many teams want to race to the button with that first come around. I like that wide open top 8. They can hammer it in there whenever they want. So they're simply going to go to the open side here, and then Jennifer's got to choose how much risk she's going to take.
I love this shot. I love this call. I don't think it's called enough. You talk about the option would be to come around the center, but that inevitably you slide a little deep and you leave a pocket and a freeze.
Yeah, I think so. I like it.
You don't want to look ahead, never. But you wouldn't be surprised if Canada did. Winning their first 3 on the ice against China now, below them, coming in with a record of 1-2. Denmark, Scotland on the ice, they're winless. And there's that Wednesday. First it is the silver medalists and then the gold medalists, Sweden. That's the big Wednesday.
I think it's a pretty good schedule for Canada. You think they had a bunch of time off. The teams that come in hot, which would be Korea and Sweden, I don't think you want to play them right away. I think you want to ease your way in, get used to the ice and the rocks, and get some wins under your belt, and then play them midweek. Maybe they're a little more tired. So I think the schedule works really well.
That's what makes a game like this so important too. You drop this one, which is quite possible, and you happen to lose it closer to Sweden and maybe to Korea, and now you're in 3rd place or worse. Look at that.
I'd like to tap at a rock. Back 4.
You could see China wasn't so sure about that roll, where to go with it.
Same as that turn right through this way.
Forces Jones' hand here now. Jennifer's sees an opportunity, which is true, but they've still got that yellow run back there.
Well, and by playing this, Russ, they're not removing the China stone, which is the risk. They're just trying to make the perfect kind of angle on it.
Back 8. Yep.
So leaving stones around.
Hard.
Well, Jill Officer, you know, you think she's at 90%, and she's in a real battle.
Lots of weight. No. We got a really good angle for not if it just doesn't hit it too far. Good.
Cindy Jiang is at 93. My goodness. Bring your big game when it matters most, and China appears to so far today.
Well, I think that's the issue that Canada runs into a lot of times, is teams all of a sudden go, oh, we're playing Canada, and their numbers just go off the charts.
But I liked your point earlier, Russ, that this is a team that likely got a talking to. Rocks in play.
Yeah, yes.
And where you leave them and how many you leave them.
That was insane. That game yesterday, just rocks everywhere. And, you know, you can really get yourself into trouble by not getting the angles right.
Get it by this top guard first. Get it by. Ooh, they did that one. And they avoid just a little tick, avoiding the jam. And so there they are, 1, 2, and 3.
What a great shot. And line call.
What can we? 10.
Just to avoid the jam in the back.
More importantly, there's 2 rocks. This one's going to be removed. Smart move by Jennifer, but they still got that yellow one. They put their right off the bat, top 8 wide open. They can run that into the button.
Really hard. Hard to say, guys.
And just further your point of the struggles of Caitlin Laws. Gets one,
11.
will get it out, and loses the shooter.
Yeah, it was just weight. You heard Jen say an 11.
I just thought it was
Caitlin can't feel it. That's always an awkward, if you can't feel that it was down.
Now this one has been messy from first end, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Well, thank you.
She's trying to play a double. The Czech Republic had an opportunity to draw into lie 3, but were short. So trying to get the one on the outside to the second one to bring their other red stone into play for 2.
And doesn't move it far enough, and just the one. So they go to the break. Czech Republic leading.
First mistake from China. We've probably seen. Slides a little deep and gives a pocket opportunity here for Canada.
Yeah, anything short there would have created a really awkward situation for Canada. Now double guards, 2 rocks at the back of the button. First really good chance to apply a pile of pressure.
So you need a shot here from Caitlin Laws, whose numbers have now slipped to 68%.
Line's great, guys. You got to lock it on. Keep going for line. No bounce.
Officer McEwen, you got to lock it on.
Get there.
Take it back.
Really
Lock it on right there.
Really nice, Caitlin.
That's a confidence builder.
Nice shot. Faster.
One shot negates 3 stones. After a pretty big miss on her first one. Pretty good bounce back.
I didn't realize I was doing that late.
Pardon me?
I didn't realize I was that late on my first one.
I heard Jennifer say faster there, and China was deep, obviously, so they've got to be really careful not to overbrush this.
Nothing yet at all for on this stone by Rui Wang. And she's overthrown this. Wow. And it slips back.
You have to be out there and play in these situations. You know, it's the 5th end. They mop the ice. It sits for a while. It's always a little quicker in 6. The ice surface is starting there. The temperature's coming up, whether they like it or not, so it can get a little greasier.
But to have the advantage to throw down the same path, like she was heavy on her first one, you have to be able to adjust and give it to your brushers on the second.
I'd like to be line 2. Top button is ideal. She does have that yellow, so I'd like to vary around because, like right now, she can only hit 3/4 of that yellow, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Go, Jen.
Looks like, if anything, a hair faster, hey?
Yeah, it's a good spot.
So realizing that, a hair faster. Draws are great, 94%. Does she pull off, give it to the brushers?
No.
What's the thought process of the thrower?
Exactly. I think that's exactly what you're thinking. You know, Jill knows she can take it, and Jen is also aware of that, so you just let them take it at the end.
Always remember, as a thrower, if it is faster, the brushers are that much more effective.
And pretty much on their own here, and they will just touch the pinhole.
Pretty good, Jen. Pretty good.
Real good.
Not bad. Yeah. The rock or half rock too deep. Did you get on that?
At a 14.
Yeah.
I got to a better path than, or tighter path than theirs.
Yeah.
You've always got that yellow on the left if you get into trouble, so I'd play something with the out turn here. Leave that. You got to make sure you score if you're China.
Yeah, this is the rock we've talked about the whole end. It's always been available. Do you do it now? Do you do it later? But ideally, hit it right on the nose, that rock that Jennifer threw. Try to stick it. You might not be shot rock, but you certainly limit the damage. But you also might be able to come down and do that. Cheryl, kick that out. At least move the red one back a little farther.
I think this feels like an all or nothing. I'd play the out turn, tap, get to nose. You heard Jen say it's too deep, and it is.
I can't agree more, because if you let's say you miss this, high side, low side, Jennifer sinks a third one.
Yeah, you have no hope.
Well, this is the stone you said they had there for a reason.
Yep.
Trying to angle it back, top edge of the 8 to get to shot stone.
Straight side.
Nothing at all. Just a little dust now. It's all about the line call as Laws moves out and across the top. And again, now granted, there wasn't much weight there, but there is. These houses are a little dead.
Yes, it's true.
That actually worked out not bad because they've got their, you ever tick that right across the top, they've got nothing.
Guaranteed steal.
It is usable.
Here. I guess if I'm short, I block the draw, and then she just makes that tap.
Which is fine.
Okay. Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
It gives China two ways in, and Jones can't take away both.
This side will be a hair heavier.
I would agree. Well, maybe got it. I think she can throw the same on this side. Might have the hair.
How much does she have of her yellow?
And 2 inches at most.
Okay. So she's got the tap on her yellow.
She
and
does,
she's also got this draw.
Right.
But I think if we can get this full 4.
Yeah, I like it.
That's pretty good. But it's all line. Like, I don't want to leave her something to run in.
Right.
Okay, so.
Tapping the yellow is tough, though, Cheryl, on that out-turn side.
Yeah, you can't see as much as I thought.
Gotta be close, eh?
You'd have to be perfect just to give up a steal of 1.
Yeah, I agree. That's what we said, yeah.
Yeah, go then. Go, go, go. Line's good.
I think it's close. Good. Yep. Line only. Whoa. Room. Yep. Close. Sweet close. Whoa. Line only. Room. Line only right now. Make it good, guys. Not strong. Has to finish.
No, it's got a curl.
Uh-oh. And get in there and sit down for 3. Not the best spot, though.
No, it's given China an opportunity.
Sorry, Jen. It's okay.
Still don't know if they can honestly move shot stone because of the guards.
Okay. And you want to know how she felt about it? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Still tough.
It
really
is.
tough.
Because you need some weight to get to shot stone.
But then she could run it in. It just didn't
And I don't think it'll curl there.
You come in this way, first of all, the yellow, and you hardly see it. You tap it up. The best you can do is right there, which is second, maybe third, because you're only going to move that red one at best back a couple of inches. So it's probably a steal of 2. So I think you have to come in the other way, don't you?
Yeah, just a heavy draw, I think, and just try and roll in a little bit for second shot.
That type of thing, and just kind of snuggle it in there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get shot, Russ, do you?
You can't. No, I don't think so. If you heard the guard with like a hack, maybe. But can you do that?
Yeah.
Straight side.
Just play like a heavy draw.
Yeah,
roll
just
in.
get to the inside and you give up a single and you're laughing.
Yeah, after what it's looking like right now, you would be.
But it's the first time in the game where the Chinese are chasing. And it's a result of, obviously, a couple of missed shots. And that very good shot by Caitlin Law's first one in. Then, of course, the second by Jones.
Yeah, Rui Wang, the China third, she'd come in at 98% and missed both of hers deep, which really let Canada set up.
Missed the right way, correct? And she didn't.
Can't use them. They're behind the tee line and ineffective. So it looks like maybe a backline weight with this ice is what I'm guessing.
Final stone here in 6. Canada's sitting 3. And again, right now, just have to wait for this to start breaking. Jiang needs to roll inside. And will roll away and will give up the 3. So a little pressure. China can't respond. Steal of 3 puts Canada on top. So Canada will steal 3 in the 6th, and we talked so much about Caitlin Laws and her struggles, and Boy, this is a great way to respond.
Yeah, because she underthrew her first one, kind of surprised her. You're thinking, uh-oh, but facing 3 without hammer, you need to do something about it. Not only is this buried, but locked, solid, eliminates every single rock for Team China.
And then Rui Wang was wide with hers. Jones followed. And then Jones thought she may have put them in a tough spot with her last, but skip Yulin Jiang couldn't get across the nose. Steal of 3 here at Memorial Gardens in North Bay. And just like that, Canada chasing all game, now lead at 5-3. And here in 7, it'll be China once again that has the last rock playing the Yellowstone. Interesting to see how it changes the dynamic for China. If in fact they get caught in trying to get it back all at once,
yes,
leaving rocks in play, or they just try to nibble at it. Get one now and we'll try to hold you and maybe get 2 the next time.
Well, that's exactly it, Cheryl. That's what we talked about in the opening, was they were burnt against the Czech Republic, giving up a 4 with rocks all over the place. Here they were winning. You'd think they would have played a little more defensive. Once Caitlin made that great one, they got into that draw contest, and Canada drew them, got better positions. And that's the only end you could really criticize them for being crazy aggressive, especially when the scoreboard was in their advantage.
Did you just call me Cheryl?
He did.
He did.
拿来啊！
He called me Cheryl.
I was just going to say that was a really good sign, this call that they just played here. And
Yeah,
it was a
hogline.
hogline violation.
There's been a lot of those this week.
Quickness of the ice?
Yes. Yeah. And not quickness by the stopwatch. Like you'll time it at 14 quarter, maybe in a good spot. That's pretty normal for the high-end teams. But this surface, the sliding surface, a lot of these countries just don't practice on enough or at all. You get to that hog line in a big hurry.
It's too late for thin. It's touching ours. Sit. Right out, Caitlin. That a girl, Jilly. Real good.
Very nice.
Good.
Again, as there hasn't been an end without a lot of rocks in play, but Scotland down by 3, and is there a chance here for Czech to get a couple?
Yeah, you know, she's trying to. She probably would have just drawn for her second point, except for Hannah Fleming's draw freeze, hung out, hit a guard, and rolled close. So instead, she's playing an aggressive shot, gets to the face of her own, pop it back, maybe for 3.
She made that brilliant shot in 4, remember? The raise off her own, and there's another. Oh, goodness. Did she move it far enough? 1, 2, and 3. Oh,
Brilliant.
3 it is.
Making
Wow.
lots of great shots.
Get ours, that's fine. Heel.
Jsme si mysleli, že se možná zasekne a že to nebude, jako, že to nevyjde.
Fantastic shot.
Vyšlo to.
Nebyla jsem tam.
Now they are a team that made some trips to Canada. They won a tour stop in Latvia.
They did. So trying to play more. And you can see it's starting to pay off.
Right off the face. Wow, Jill, officer.
I think it's the playing against the better teams, better competition, getting penalized for mistakes. You could approach this a little bit of a different way. It's the 7th end. Yes, a blank's not great. You could, though, play a hit and roll instead of the straight freeze, because this could be the chance that Canada forces you. Play the hit and roll, it doesn't work out. You end up blanking. You score your deuce in the even end.
Nose is great. If you make that double. Firm. The nose? Yeah.
Germany with 1 and 6. Both those teams looking to win their first. And Japan with a single and 6, up by a couple on the U.S.
Clean it. Clean. Yep. You're good. You're good. You're good. That's fine, Caitlin. That's okay. That's fine. Good.
Now she's looking at it, hit and roll.
Yeah, I think the blank's a bit of a victory here for China. Sure, they want to push the envelope, but get your 2 and 8. It's a 2-end game, tied.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, your chance of scoring a deuce with no guards and Canada laying 2 in the rings is pretty far reach.
And not enough. It just hangs on. So Canada sitting the 1 and now just as wide as you can.
They went to the audible. They're trying to play soft weight to hit and roll. Once they realized it wasn't going to hang around, they swept it to try to get it thin enough, not quite soon enough.
But again, and we're beating this to death, I know, but
You want to be above the team?
that should have gone. That should have gone out.
Yeah, that could be a huge point.
Keep her going. Keep her going. That little bit. Gotta go a bit, I think. Oh, you're right.
It looks light. It looks heavy to me.
Well, good opportunity for Canada here. You can get more separation. No chance at a double, and the force is on.
Okay.
Sorry, Caitlin. Ran pretty good. Ran a little better.
A couple choices here because you've still got 3 rocks. Do you freeze now? Hopefully Canada blasts it out, and then you get your blank. Or do you hit and roll over?
I like the freeze.
I think that's the safest way.
Why is that?
Well, because it still brings, if you make a perfect freeze and they miss it, you've got a deuce. You make a good freeze and they take a run at it, you've got the blank opportunity still, so more upside.
You mentioned that Rui Wang played in the mixed doubles with Dekshin Ba. They went 4 and 3. Going to get it this time. And so it spins back, and it appears to be the shot rock now.
Massive.
I don't even know.
Try and roll.
Roll a bit, yeah.
If we roll out, that's fine.
9.5.
Yeah.
Gives that blank an opportunity now. If it rolls any farther, it just split the rings. Just one bad end from this team. They played so well.
And it was, I think, to your point, Russ, I think they just got caught inexperienced in the 6th end after the mop, but it's a little faster. The ice is sat.
Rolling out's okay. I don't mind a blank. It's fine.
So the mopping understanding is that the ice just sits a little bit. They take the mop out to get any debris, and then it just somewhat polishes the ice and makes it a little quicker.
Yeah, it gets a little cooler.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, because the other thing, the bodies aren't, you know, around the ice, moving around the ice. You don't have 8 people, so the ice cools down as well.
Airflow is different. But I'm, you know, look, as a great shot to roll it away as much as she did and to hold it on there. But I'm surprised teams do get caught by it, honestly. You should know that, no?
Well, Team China, you know, it's the first time here, right?
And sometimes you forget. I even remember us, we'd been back, I mean, it was our 4 Scotties, and sometimes you just, you forget. Somebody forgets to remind the lead.
Yeah, the last thing you're worrying about is what end you're in. You're worrying about strategy, ice reading rocks.
Yeah, it's, but usually you catch it on lead stones, not on thirds.
We've had a couple of events this year. I know certainly at the Scotties, a couple of games late on, you know, 7th, 8th end, it actually got a little quicker. Double or freeze, it's the 2 choices. If you ever froze right there, you might force an error. Or do you play the double?
Well, what's more important, Cheryl, to the Chinese right now? Is it about getting through this to the even end with a blank? Or do you take your 1 here and be down by 1 going to 8?
Yeah, I think the last thing you want to do is get forced, which is why I probably would lean to the hit. The freeze is probably the biggest chance to get forced. So you want to either get your deuce or get the blank, and this gives you the better opportunity to get that blank. Then you got hammer and control and set something up better in the next end.
Here, 'cause it's so straight. Just she might make the blank there. I guess the blank here's.
I like going close to the forefooot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying on this side, I think it's easier. That's all.
Yeah, I like kind of.
Do you like
a hair more ice than mine?
I think the same ice as yours. Like I don't mind it over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, even if it's over there. Okay. So I had there, so you can take right on the edge of the logo.
Okay, you got it.
Last thing you want to do here is line up the 2 Canadian stones, and a run back double will have to be a bit of an angle where you can roll out.
Okay. Kind of same spot Caitlin's was, so this looks like it slid quite nice.
Slid better than we thought.
Like more like the out turn side last end.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, you gotta go, guys.
I'm good.
Wow. Before
Really
she even
hard.
let
Get it
go,
in.
you've
Really
got to
hard,
go,
Dawn.
guys.
Never off. Go, 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 go.
Take a look.
Keep her going. It's sliding, Dawn. You got it.
like it's
We're gonna be okay. You got it. Go. T-line.
Take a look.
Okay. Easy now. Easy. Yeah, T-line, T-line. At least T heads up. There. Great
So
start,
maybe
guys.
taking advantage a little bit of the mop there. The quickness.
Jen looked pretty concerned when she let that go. You know what? I was really impressed with the brushers, which is not
cheering a lot, but I was
surprising,
like,
but
I
the
think it's gonna be
experience
okay.
to just take the rock. Jen was panicking, and they're like, "It's okay, we got it," because you could easily brush that right post to post and leave a double.
Yeah, got there easy if you're not Jill and Dawn. Got there quite easy.
Facing 2 with her last. Yilun Jiang.
下线吗？下线。这样你下线。下线。再下一点。OK OK。
And forced to the single. Boy, that's steal of 3. That's the big difference, isn't it? Canada leads it. We'll have last rock when we come back.
Oh, Jill. She's amazing. She's one of my best friends. She's one of the most caring people that I know. She brings so much to the team, more than anyone would really know. I just always think about her laugh, and it's just so contagious. That's one of the things that I'm going to miss a ton, is just having her around and having all those good times, those goofy times with her, but luckily she's not going too far and will still be part of the team in some capacity. She's just a really good person, and I'm going to miss her a lot.
Now, there'll be lots to think about with the... she says it's not a retirement, just stepping back from the game. Spend more time with family. They play some mixed doubles, but doesn't want the grind, Jill Officer. Since, of course, that move to Winnipeg, since 2007, she's been teamed up with Dawn McEwen. You'll remember the story, of course, Dawn at one point playing in Ontario, growing up in Ontario, in the Ottawa area with Jen Hanna, and playing with Jen Hanna, losing the Scotties final, and then within a year and a half or so is now then in Winnipeg. What a compliment that is, to be asked to go and play for the world champion. And when you think about it, so many firsts with this team. The fact that Dawn was recruited out of another province to come to Winnipeg to play and live in Manitoba, which she did, and now she's obviously married, Mike, and family. That was the first of what we is almost the norm today, going to recruit players.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you think about Jill Officer and what she's brought to the game and her style, other teams and other players have emulated that. So this really has been a team of firsts.
Well, and I think it's impressive more so because this team has always been at the top, and it's really, I think it's a lot harder to create those firsts when you're up there. I mean, when you're chasing people, I think that's you know, not as difficult. But complacency can kind of set in, and you just don't work hard to get better anymore. But this team always does, and they say it's because each of them pushes each other. You know, I was fortunate to play one spiel with them, and that was the discussion they had, is they kind of challenge each other. They always want to get better, and you kind of have to do that when you're at the top of the heap.
Canada leads at 5-4. They do have last rock here at 8. Kathy, you know as well as anybody what it's like with Jennifer Jones.
Well, I do, and you know what, I take a little bit of credit for putting that team together in 05, watching Jennifer struggling with the team that she was at, just wanting to commit more, and her team wasn't able to. And in those days I was looking at Kathy O skipping and not very happy with that. And so I just put a fun bonspiel together, and there was a player missing, and I said, well, I'll play for the weekend and have some fun. And then they called and said, well, we're not playing if you're not, which, you know, shouldn't have been an idle threat. So we played, and, you know, it was Jen Hanna that we played in that 05 final with that big shot that Jen made that's now known as the shot. But even then, you know, for Jennifer and Jill, I think that will be, as emotional as Dawn was, the biggest change. They've been together longer than most marriages. They intuitively know what each other needs, and she's been just stalwart in her support of Jennifer and the team. And I think it's not only what you see her throwing and her brushing, but it is those extras that won't be with the team that will be irreplaceable.
We'll tell the story, I'm sure, often throughout this event, but they first started curling at the age of 16, and then there was that short break in time when Jill went to university in Brandon and worked in the media there, and then they reunited on the ice.
I like it. Yeah, let's lob another one in there. I know. I know.
From double roll away, a really good situation here now.
Jiang as we play second stones. Well, after losing their first two, it's now 2 straight wins for Czech Republic and the team from Prague as they win 11-4 over Hannah Fleming. And Scotland winless now in 4 games. We're seeing some more overthrows in the last 2 ends from China than we did the whole game. I wonder why.
Yeah, I think it's probably more pressure. You know, you're playing kind of with no pressure the first half of the game. You're coming out there, things are going your way, and you suddenly look up and realize, hey, we could win this thing. And that's when I think you start to think. And that's always death in sport. Got to look at Czech. Like, they're first. They lost to Canada, so that might be one you're going to lose to. They lost to Korea. That's one you're going to lose to, and now 2 in a row. That's a pretty good run for them now.
No kidding. They're sleepers for sure, and they've eliminated 2 tough games already.
Japan sitting the 2 final stone coming up for the U.S. and Jamie Sinclair.
And it is the force. Jamie drew on her first one. The Japanese able to remove it, just picked it out and rolled away. So Faces 2 has elected to play the hit.
And that'll be for the 1. Japan continues to lead there.
Wait, sorry, panic at a hand. No, I'm just nice stuff.
That red one looks out to me.
Yeah, it's very close. Really close.
The red line is part of the rings, however. Always remember that.
It's a little closer from that angle.
让你过来，球边点。他问刮不刮后面的，能刮的话就刮一点，能刮就刮点，刮一点。逆水这边。球边点，正常这个啊。正常。哇，二，哦，哇，
Great view of how the curler sees it. Bang, bang, stuffed it. That'll be a problem now.
Just did not want to curl up in that spot.
Do you want a hair more weight or no? Yeah, that was a 10-3. Okay. Give me a hair more.
不是我问你刮不刮后边的。
Be simple now. Just roll away a little bit here. Even dead off on's a thin double.
Really hard. Real hard, real hard, real hard, real hard, real hard. Go, 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 go.
All the way to it.
Go, go, go. That's an 11.
Yeah.
And they roll it in towards the stone.
More positive, but
Well, Germany has come back with a single. They just keep going back and forth, these two, and so now they're tied at 4. Going to the 9th, both looking for their first wins, Denmark and Germany.
Just roll on top, I'm guessing, Cheryl, with that ice.
Yeah, there's not much else you can do. You're not going to get a steal out of this end if you're China. You might hope for a mistake, get a force.
Oh, yeah, they got
Play
it.
the double.
They did go for the thin double.
Very nice.
And they hang it on the edge.
Risky, but great. Oh, yeah, a lot of positives coming out of this game for this team. 7 great ends, 1 bad one.
Yeah, really just that 6th.
And interesting because the struggle has been for Jiang and her hits in particular. Makes the double there, just 68%. Perfect on her draws. Another strong game for Jennifer Jones, as you might expect. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world. I mean, yet, if you're Canada, Russ, you saw it setting up, excuse me, for a possible 2. Are you that unhappy this could be a blank?
Not at all. Not at all. That scoreboard says great. It's, you know, you blank this, you're
The hair tight, they really held it. Really
shortening the game. You still got control with hammer. I think teams get so uptight about scoring in the 8th and the even ends.
And in all honesty, China's not that upset about a blank either.
No,
like it's a funny situation because China, there's no chance to steal, which is the only really good outcome for them in this end. So the next best thing is the blank. Let's try and set up for something next end for them as well.
Well, it's been quite the run for the Canadians against the Chinese.
Oh! No, no, no. No, no, it's floating. No, 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 no.
Jones went on to win that World Championship. Oh, dear. must just shake your head and wonder how you can be caught at this point. But she has been. And a steal of 1. We're tied at 5. Looking forward to first day of spring tomorrow. We're in North Bay. A reminder, NCAA March Madness continues on Thursday. It's the Sweet 16. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific on TSN 2 and 4. Only 16, only 16. Remember that by the great Sam Cooke. I loved her so, but she was too young and I was too young to know. Wow. Yep. There you go.
Things that are stored up.
Sometimes that stuff just comes back to you and you go.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
There you go. Nice. So a steal of 5, and again, you wonder why. You said during the break she got caught in the straight spot.
Yeah, it's easier up here. We only have one thing to worry about is reading the ice, and it's virtually B, C, D. A, I'm not so sure, but B, C, D, definitely C where we are now. Curls as we're looking this way, it curls from right to left, and you reverse that on Jennifer's shot. She was on the straight side, and she made the comment, and I think it fooled her in the first end. The ice is straighter today, not realizing that there's still slope one way and a little straighter the other. Now we're not talking a lot, but you only had to miss that by 1.5 inches to be wide. There's an old story in curling: you don't be wide on a straight spot, don't be narrow on a swinging spot, and that's exactly what she did. Just popped it out a hair in a spot that's not forgiving. That's what I love about Jamie Barras's ice. A lot of the athletes will say, gee, if you're a little wide, it won't come back. Well, don't be wide. And he punishes the player if they don't throw it perfect, and that was wide.
Never, never, never.
It's trying.
No,
So you got to
never,
look
never,
at Dawn
never, guys,
McEwen
anywhere above it. Anywhere above it.
upping her game here
Perfect,
against the
Dawn.
Chinese.
Good.
Well, you knew that would happen.
Okay.
A couple slow games at the start.
Yeah, uncharacteristically so. She threw a couple in. She never goes in when she's needs to be in the free guard zone. I think she was heavy on a couple right through the rings.
There's a perfect example of playing against Canada and upping your game when you see the Maple Leaf come out.
Yeah.
The scary part now for Team Canada is we talked about the 7 great ends and 1 bad one. Well, now the 1 bad one hasn't hurt China all of a sudden, so it's a 2-end game, and Canada's playing a very good opponent. Look at that.
No, China's just had a way. I mean, they forced Canada twice with the hammer. They've not allowed them to score multiple with the hammer. The steal was a bad end, the steal of 3.
They were laying 3 at one point, and all buried with hammer. Once Caitlin made that great freeze, the whole end flipped.
No, never. No.
Well, unlocks everything. Still leaves 1 Canadian stone in the rings.
Not ideal, though. Great throw. Jill couldn't do too much better than that. You had to clean it up, but
Sorry, guys.
now China can sit 3, and Jennifer's probably going to have to work her way into a blank situation. I don't see a 2-ender showing up here at this point.
No, and that can be difficult against 3 to work your way into a blank.
Well, okay, that's an interesting call to put up the guard and not going to sit on 3.
It is.
Is it ever? She's looking at she wants to force so bad, but this is where you got to be careful. You end up, we've seen this, where you force the opposition to a bundle. I love the hit on sit 3.
So behind that, is there a smile somewhere in her face right now, Jennifer Jones?
I
mean,
think.
Really?
Yes, I would think there would be a little bit of relief.
Yeah.
This is not wrong either. I think it's the less desirable of the two options, but this could also be the rock that forces Jones. Like you said, how many?
Yeah.
But this can help them force.
It's pretty long. I think we could chase. Roll a hair. It's good.
Oh yeah, I've got loads of space here. Just
Here.
roll like half a rock.
Sorry, 10? Yep.
There's no rule of thumb, Cheryl, I understand that. But is there something written that you should have hit to sit 3?
No, no, there isn't. You know, you're trying to force, and so there is 2 ways of doing it. Sitting 3 to me is a huge opportunity. Maybe if you were only sitting 2, you might have thrown the center guard. Sitting 3 is really tough for the opposition to ever get out of the end with a blank. So, you know, that would be the decision for me, sitting 2 or 3. But no, there's no rule of thumb, and that was their opportunity. They say, let's throw a corner guard up, because lots of times you see the opposition throw 2 center guards up this end. Yeah. So they're just going to that. It was early enough in the end that it's not the wrong call.
Not at all. Not at all. Let's say they roll buried here, and they're in nice shape, got that guard. There's a little more risk of giving up 2 this way than when they could have sat 3, but it might have been a blank, right?
As Yilun Zhang's eyes dart around the rings and thinking now maybe even rolling over and putting it on that corner of the Canadian stone tee line edge of the 8.
Yeah, I mean, she freezes. Or do you want to try to make that double? Because I can chase her on this guard, like even if she makes the roll.
Do you ever just try and go in?
I just would hate to, and then she comes there, right? Yeah. Like it's not ideal.
So you wanted to roll big?
We could try to get there. There is a hole.
That would be the best play. You sit 2, you're underneath cover. Chase China has to either play a run back or through a small port.
Yeah, like
But what's the miss, though, isn't really, you have to make it. But.
Yeah, there's really no miss, so. Want to just nose this?
Sure.
Okay, 10.
As confident as Caitlin Laws certainly is this season, she recognized to come through that port's dangerous because you can't miss narrow and take the guard off. You can't miss wide and tick and leave China a chance to sit 3. So they're going to play the safer of the 2 calls, just hit and stay.
Not the numbers we've seen all week for Caitlin. This was an unusually low game for her.
Yep. Clean only. Little more Michelle. Yep, Michelle. Yes. Oh, hard. Hard. Okay. Good.
Could have wowed a hair, maybe.
What's that?
Could have wowed a hair, just to roll a hair. Oh, I keep following you. I keep following you to this side. Oh.
上来一半有，打钉也可以，打钉打甩。这个应该打后边，打后边的。
It's a tricky port for Team Canada. You could just hit the open one, sit 2.
快点，主要是能保，看能不能保住这。逼他得1分，打后面的吧，3垒第2个。
Yeah, I like that, Russ.
Yeah, I think it's put the pressure on the other team.
这个球逆时，他只能是粘，应该不够。但是我这个甩。
Well, my concern here, you don't make that roll. You sit out there. Canada can maybe get access. What if you roll away? Canada's now going to be sitting 2.
刚才已经按着就行。啊 ，OK。先稳定打就行。
Yeah, you hit that open one, sit 2. What does Jennifer do? Do you try to negotiate that small? Is there a port?
Yeah, I don't even think there is.
No, there's going to be probably, if this is, unless you nose it. Now you're not in the rings.
Yeah, this rock's almost a guard helping China.
I think so.
10秒。好，嗨，嗨，嗨，嗨，嗨，嗨，全力踩踩，嗨。
Rui Wang.
Nice shot.
Perfect. You just think of that. You roll like 2 feet more to the left. You're in the rings. There's a double. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, she rolled. And that's the old story. It's as my father always used to say, me, you don't get too caught up in the strategy. If you call the wrong shot, you make it.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Not that it was totally a wrong shot, but it might have been the second best option. But now you play the run back here. You're not in the rings. Really good spot. Straight back double.
Close, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No.
Just waiting to pounce.
Whoa.
And one more turn, and away it goes.
So good.
Does not miss many of those.
Really, really big shot at the right time.
That's 2 now we've seen. Maybe our key shot was her draw, and now this double. Bringing her numbers up, 78% now. So maybe a weak start, but a strong finish for Caitlin Laws.
So back to that original situation, if Team China just simply nosed the Canadian rock that they're trying to do now, they would have sat 2. Now, how do they force Canada? Trying to roll about 5 feet, I assume.
Yeah, try and get something behind those that center or even that somewhat corner guard.
Going to get the roll and really thin and more, and it'll go 2. Wow.
I think we come around first, don't you?
It was almost perfect.
Yeah. I think that hole is hard.
Yeah.
She would risk touching us
thrown this one to Barry.
Yeah. This is thinking just there.
Opportunity for Canada to get their deuce.
Still be good, pretty good here.
Sure wasn't setting up that way, was it?
No.
That's what the strategy will do for you, isn't it? China really put more degree of difficulty on themselves. They could have nosed that earlier, sat 2, then Caitlin's got to make that roll.
Go back even further, they could have sat 3.
Yes.
Yes, right.
That's where I think it kind of went a little bit. And it's because you're playing Jennifer Jones, too, I think, that you've got an opportunity to set 3.
Take less? Do you like a hair less?
But that's young inexperience and, you know, not playing at this level as often, and you learn from that.
Line's good. Room. Line's good. Room. Get it there,
Somebody
guys.
said a hair light.
Line's great. Get it there. Top 4. Needs to be 4 foot, Jill.
Oh, there they go now, officer. Needs to be 4 foot, Jill. Take it there. Come on, Don. Take it there. Get it there. Oh, they just waited a couple of licks. Maybe earlier, and they would have gotten to the 4.
It's pretty good, but you know Jen wanted it right to the 4 foot.
Needs to be 4 foot, Jill.
I think the advantage Canada has, though, that this ice isn't curling really hard, so to bury around that, which is why Jen wanted it 4 foot, because she's really effectively thrown another kind of center line guard.
Okay.
But the ice isn't swinging as hard.
No, up deeper.
Oh, yeah. So towards it.
So how much more important then is it on this ice that you have good brushing?
Huge, just huge. You know,
we play that split, probably, hey?
I think what the front end for Canada was doing there is protecting Cheryl, wasn't it? Because it was so quick on that straight spot. You didn't want to put this right in the button. China playing the way they're playing, freeze in there, you might not score at all.
Oh, and that's kind of my point, that this is a pretty tough shot because the ice doesn't move like some other games had been moving. So this makes it really hard to bury around it.
And Jennifer, pardon me, Jennifer or Caitlin said, I don't mind her playing this considering how quick it is. And on that edge of the, maybe a straight spot out here. And now we'll find out just how good this front end for them is with Jiang and Jiang. Oh boy, there you go. And they're not going to get there.
I think the hit's almost just as easy, but
Not a terrible miss, because how do you get around that?
Yeah, I think the hit.
Well, that's why they're talking hit, I guess.
Just hit it.
Bumper? Okay.
I'd have to go wide and it would be a complete guess.
Yeah, you typically love to draw when you're sitting one, but draw's pretty tough.
Just like
Just bumper.
Do you have half? 3/4?
Yeah, about 3/4. Just bump, Caitlin.
Remember the blank attempt is this a very similar path. It should curl a little more than the blank attempt at the other end. Obviously, this is an out turn, that was an in turn, but I doubt if this will over curl.
Looking for Canada's first point since they stole 3 and 6.
Solid hack. Clean. Solid hack. Clean.
All about the line. Just get to the nose and push it through. And how do you do? You get 2 and the most unlikely deuce. That's pulling it out of a hat there. An update for you, and let's quickly go Japan, USA, and a chance. There's that outside biter down at the back. Chance for 2 USA and Jamie Sinclair.
It is for the Japanese skip on her final stone. Tried an upweight double, made contact with both, but just feathered the second one. It did not go out of play, and that is why this opportunity for 2 exists.
From the St. Paul and Fairbanks curling clubs, and that is 2. So they're tied at 6, and Japan will have the last rock coming home. Well, you thought Canada would be just would be forced to a single. China's decision-making maybe letting them down there as Canada gets a couple to lead now 7-5. We go to 10. China will have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Perfect shot.
Well, like any great skip, Jennifer missed a horrible shot in the 8th, and you had to miss narrow. You had to make some noise. Bounce back with the skip's deuce, but all on her own. Really nice come around at 9.
Try and get these corners even so there's no double peel opportunity. I don't mind with the ice being a little bit straighter this game that these corners are a little higher. It gives you an opportunity if you come around them to get a little bit more finish. You can see Jen eyeing this up.
The way Joe Officer's played so far this week, I definitely give it the old college try here.
Yep, I think so.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Got 1. Going to get them both. Oh, how's that? How good is that?
Pretty amazing.
You're going to miss me.
You're on fire. I was about to third. I hit it thicker than I thought. I guess first over the top that way. I was looking like into it. Would have been.
我觉得不用带了，线路可以不用带了，哇！
I wonder with Jill too, you know, the season gets long and the games can be a grind, and you have a different attitude when you know this is your last event, and maybe you're just coming out here. The perspective is different. I'm going to just enjoy this, which says a lot for how we should all approach it, but it's tough to do when you're playing weekend after weekend after weekend.
I'm going to find 3 guys that want to retire.
Yeah.
Join that.
You want to come play?
Oh, spoke too soon.
Oh. Yeah. So it's 7-5 on the scoreboard. Canada leads the steal of 3. Set up, of course, by a really good draw, Caitlin Laws. And then the steal back of 1 on that flash. And that's how we sit. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Just stopped in time.
No. Complete it. Yeah, you're good. I just don't want to wreck the house.
Yeah, it's just so
good. Sorry, Julie.
Sorry.
And time is being called by China. See the official notifying the timekeepers.
我天哪，太近了，这时间就要暂停了。啊？你第一个。
Well, their coach is Jiang. We usually see Tan or Tom Weiding, who is from Edmonton, who has been working with them for years, but he's on business, had to go home. What would you play here? What do you think?
Well, a couple choices. You could tap the reds back to set up a pocket for later. You could go right around both reds, but you don't want to go too deep. You might set up that yellow double.
就说你要不就往后旋也行，把那持平，别给他打跛脚，投到8区都上面一点，就别给他打，别让他够打那个打跛就行，往下投一个。我粘一个。对呀，你粘一个错脚，就是你这时候粘一个错脚，别给他打跛脚。
Yeah, like I think it's maybe on the third's last that you. One more time, make them waste one more rock and throw corner guard.
Yeah, because the red double's there, so you can save that one in the corner, play the red double. You sit too late.
And I just. On ice that's swinging, coming around, both of them would work, but it's just not moving.
Right.
你就先奔3分看，看不着这局拿2分也行。对呀。不是你正常往8局后面旋，你怕他粘你吗？他粘你上面打个定2分。
一个就没了。
啊？
那这个球一旦旋不死的话，直接就没了。
全都
没就没了呗。
你这往前一点或往后一点都没有了。
对，你就跟他投平，别给他打跛脚，往后旋一个没问题。
行了，那你就试一试，试一试吧。
This is the tougher turn too. This is a little bit straighter turn.
没事，稳一稳。
他走时间了呢，还。
What was the decision, do you think?
You're going to come around everything, Vic, which will be a little bit of a tough throw because you don't typically want to throw back rings.
But look at the weight of this.
Yeah, this could be hack.
And out the back.
Makes that decision for Canada a little simpler.
Yeah. Gotta go, guys. Gotta go. Gotta go. Go.
Officer and
Go,
McEwen. And well done.
Now you might have to go around everything.
I think you do. I don't think there's another.
Oh, that's okay. It's just so straight.
Rui Wang and the last of the third stones. Again, going to the back.
Yeah, I just find it interesting. They changed turns with the same thrower.
I think they've got it, though.
Yeah, I do too.
Huh. So nice.
And to the back they go, and they are the second shot.
They're sure rushing.
Yeah.
To like freezing?
Yeah.
Well, China, you can see
If I
that's
split
the
the
thinking
front.
time, of course.
If we go just even here, she's playing the double. Like if we're just here, the double to get it to come back, she has to hit it that way.
Yeah, even if we're here.
Yeah.
I actually liked the out turn for China playing that turn, but I would have played it on the first. This is a straighter turn.
Got it.
So Jennifer's going to follow it down, I assume.
That's really all there is to do.
China's already used their timeout, of course. Canada still has their one available.
Yeah, I think. What else do you do, really? Well, I could try to run ours back onto it.
Yeah.
If I ever just make the double, then as long as we're back four, so sweep for the back four, regardless of line. Okay. What'd you guys get on hers? I missed it.
I like this call, and Jennifer's so good at these, but there's always risk here. Let's say you pitch this right through, you're 3 feet heavier than you want to be. China sinks another one. There's a chance you could lose the game right here for Canada.
I think she's almost 100% in her draws, though, so that probably plays into this.
I think it's all there.
Yeah, we can
Line's good.
Line only.
Get it back,
Back
there.
8. Back 8. Yep. Back 8, Caitlin. Yep.
So keep going on it then.
Back right. Whoa.
Back 8 is the
Back 8.
weight call, Officer McEwen.
Back to it. Right to it. No bounce.
No bounce. All right to the corner. Hello.
Very nice.
I thought we lost the line for a sec there. I was worried.
And already up and ready to throw because of that time problem.
It's probably the best way to get that red one out of there and save your back yellow is run back the shot rock. I don't think you make the triple, but you might get that back red that Jennifer just threw.
Jiang. And her first. All right, she's going to stuff it and then touch her own on the way by, so it still leaves. And now time is going to be called by Canada as they do sit 2 without last rock and leading by a couple.
I think so. I don't think we hit it. Like, I would, if I ever pick our own out.
Yeah. So there's nothing for 3. Should be running ours in.
Right now, if I don't throw, she can make
The run double
for 3.
You ever play the same thing?
We're just saying, do we just guard that 4? Oops,
Yeah.
sorry, Don. I just would hate to make something where there's a triple. Like if we bring the play into the house,
true.
I'd rather
Yeah.
her.
True. Her
Maybe we
running
just
one of ours
or
in.
I just pick
My
it,
other thought
but then
was
she
guard.
still's got this double.
Yeah.
I think we guard that 4, eh?
You're
Guard the 4.
Yeah, I think so. She doesn't have.
If I rip that
really-
out, she has.
She
this,
just has an easier shot at the double. So.
I think we just, as long as we're guarding any piece of it.
Yeah, I like
I
the
just
guard.
gotta make sure we guard the
I think
high
so.
side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, which side?
That side, your side.
Shannon, of course, played the
So this was.
took over the team and went into the 3rd position while Caitlin Laws was at the Olympics playing mixed doubles.
Yeah, the really only shot that China has is that double, the run double, yellow, red, red.
Yeah, we're guarding their yellow. I'm taking a hair
So
more
just
ice
guard
because I
it.
gotta make sure I guard the high. Well, yeah. I mean, it's.
I mean, even the situation the
Right
way
now
it is
she's
right
gotta
now, if you're China, this how do you bring
See
those
where you
stones
need to
into
be,
play
hey,
with those 2 where they are?
Just the yellow, red, red double, but
halfway,
it'd
so
have
it's
to be
really a line
perfect, Vic. You'd
shot.
have to pick that back one off
Away,
the yellow.
You're right.
Yeah, so, I mean, still tough, but this takes it away. Any chance of it.
So that was back 8. They tapped it a hair, right?
Back 8, no problem.
Line's good. I think it's light.
Just clean.
Line's
Clean
tight.
it. Clean it.
Line's tight. It needs to stop. Clean it, Dawn. Hard clean.
And her draw weight is 97%, but
Hard clean.
I've heard more questions out of her despite the fact of the 97. Just not a sure.
Yeah, and it more probably paths and not certain if you're going to be, if you're in the spot that's going to curl a little bit more and you're in the straight spot that's going to run. I would agree.
I was just a hair soft on you, sorry.
It'll make it so she has to run.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Final stone. Trying almost the impossible here to run back 4 stones and pick it off the face. And we'll run it by, and the Canadians will pick up 2 more. Oh boy, they got a test. Make the final. 9-5 Canada to win 4 in a row. China goes to 1 and 3. But the difference, that steal of 3 in the 6th. And now Canada idle this evening.
Oh, there we are. Hi, Bella, I miss you.
And they will play 2 games tomorrow. Scotland and Denmark. And they'll take a perfect 4-0 record into Tuesday.
The 2018 Ford World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. The 2018 Ford World Women's Curling Championship is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Purex Bathroom Tissue. Find comfort in Purex. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
An update for you, and there you see the 2 U.S. stones, and Shot Rock is just biting the button. And so the final rock to come from Sapporo's Tori Kohana, and a tough draw for this 22-year-old.
In a brilliant game back and forth. The States dropped that 4 when Tori made an unbelievable double, but they fought back and forced Tori to nothing. She's got the pin, that's about it.
Remember that she is here, a young team, because of the fact that Satsuki Fujisawa, the bronze medalist at the Olympics, did not come, and what a great draw. And so they will win it 7-6 over the Americans and Jamie Sinclair. And so Canada keeping pace now with Sweden. Korea, the silver medalists, also undefeated. And we still have 3 teams looking for their first wins: Germany, Denmark, and Scotland. But Canada picks up a big win, 9-5, their real first test. And Jennifer's with Kathy.
Jen, another win. Did that young Chinese team surprise you a bit?
They played great. We weren't as sharp as we would like to be, but they made so many great shots, and it was a really tight game. It was a lot of fun to play that game.
Talk about the ice. It looked a little bit straighter today.
Yeah, it was quite a bit straighter today, actually, a little bit faster. So the speed was really good. It just didn't have that finish that we're used to. So we'll see what we get tomorrow.
Now, starting tomorrow, you get into the 2 draws a day. Is that actually better for you?
You know, it was nice. We had a really busy start to the week, and we had lots going on, and 2 games on Saturday. So it was nice to have 1 Sunday, 1 Monday, but 2 a day is what we're used to, and we're excited to play. And this building is so energizing. There's no way we're going to be tired.
Thanks, Jen.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, and it's a split day as they'll start with Denmark, Angelina Jensen. That's at 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. And then they'll have Scotland tomorrow night. So Canada battles back against a Chinese team that really did take them to the limit. But that steal of 3 and 6 was the difference. 9-5 your final. Till we talk with you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for joining us. The Ford Women's World Curling Championship is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.